Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. No one out pizzas the Hut like they do at Pizza Hut. I am Travis Berardi from the OH Report, coming to you live from the headquarters of WQEL, WBCO, Crawford County now, Marion County now. Everything that you think of, they're here to do that for tonight's episode. And today we have the Galion Tigers, the boys and girls basketball team. And as always, it's ladies first. So let me introduce you to the Lady Tigers of Galion first, head coach Carson L. Early, as well as upperclassmen Cameron Eckert and Audrey Glue. How we doing tonight? Good.
Great.
Yeah? We'll start off with Coach, since the girls are still a little bit nervous right now, to be honest. I don't know why. I mean, basketball's harder than talking, right? But Coach, I like to always ask this question to some of the fans that don't know, the Galion Tigers. But how'd you get your start in the basketball? Did you play while you were in high school? All that stuff. Where'd you go and whatnot?
I did play, and then how I got into it is I started officiating.
Okay.
And
Respect for you, because I'd never do that.
So that's how I got in. I was officiating. I did it about 9 years, and then switched over to the other side of the coaching world.
Mm-hmm.
Got in as a 7th grade girls coach there at Galion, and been coaching Galion ever since. This is my 13th year there, and my second as a varsity head coach.
Very well. Welcome. And where'd you go to high school?
Galion.
Oh, so you're just
Yep.
alma mater too.
Yep.
How is it being able to come back and coach at this school that you went to and walked the halls for?
It's great. I know the program's been down for a long time, and it was like that when I was in school as well. So just being there, just trying to get us back on the map in the basketball world, and just getting the excitement back there. It's great, and just being from with my alma mater, it's really great to give back.
That's awesome. Now I'll introduce you to Cameron Eckert, the leading scorer on the team, one of the leading rebounders in the MOAC. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I figure you guys practiced today, getting ready for Clear Fork tomorrow. How'd that go?
It was pretty good. We got a lot done and got in what we needed to get done.
All right, and also the glue that holds the team together. You probably hear that joke too many times. Audrey Glue, one of the also leading rebounders, second leading scorer on the team. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
Well, let's get right into it before we get to some fun questions. But you do face a tough Clear Fork squad at home tomorrow. I know practice is probably just preparing for that game, but what did you work on? What do you need to do to be successful tomorrow?
I think we just got to play hard and play as a team and give it our all and see what happens.
Cameron?
I just think we need to have more confidence in ourselves, and we talked about that a lot at practice. If you miss a shot, it's fine, just keep shooting, but we can't only have a few people shooting, and that's one of our main goals going in.
Now, tomorrow is a game day. Take me through your game day ritual from, last bell at school into, warming up and getting ready for a game. What do you do? Do you do anything has to be the same thing every time, or what do you do?
Not really. I don't have anything specific. I kind of just, if school is usually the same, I have a lot of breaks during the day, so it's kind of giving me time to focus, and I watch film a lot during those times, so I don't really have anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
We listen to music in our locker room before a game, which really pumps us up.
Nice. Coach, do you do anything specific? Do you have any rituals?
No, not that I have. So pretty much the same thing. But I know if we win a game, usually I'm trying to wear the same things. It's a superstition. I'll try to wear the same. I've got to have the same shirt and everything on, but nothing really.
Are you girls superstitious? Is there anything you have to do every single time?
Not really.
No.
Audrey, you talked about music. What's some of the tunes that are played in the locker room before a game?
It's a variety. Sometimes it's throwbacks. Sometimes it's rap. We like to dance, so.
Hey, get you in that shape, right?
Whatever it is for the day, yeah.
What's your favorite throwback?
I don't know. There's a lot.
Coach, any old school songs you still
Vanilla
like?
Ice.
That is a throwback indeed. Wow. Can you sing it?
You don't want to hear me sing.
Okay. Before we move on, I did not forget it's Bean Boozled time. So, everybody, on the count of 3, I have not done well this year on this, so hopefully you're better. 1, may the odds forever be in your favor. 1, 2, 3, go. I actually had a fruit. It's actually good for once. Girls, no.
No.
Explain what the taste is.
Barf.
Oh, that's a neat.
Not quite sure, but it's not good.
You do have water and napkins if you can't take it, though. We don't want any actual barf coming out. Coach, what'd you get?
Mine was like a berry flavor, so it's pretty good.
Nice. I'll let them. All right, some more fun questions. Coach, I'll ask you this one first. The girls can answer after they recover from that bean. If you could be one celebrity for a day, who would it be and why?
Celebrity for the day. Ooh. Probably Mark Cuban, just to know what it is to run a NBA team and
Okay.
be that rich and just know the in and outs of all that.
I like it. A lot of money, too.
Yeah.
Girls, we'll start with you, Audrey.
I don't know.
I'll let you think. Cameron?
Probably Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
I love
Black
her.
Widow?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I just always, since I was little, I've always thought she was so cool.
Okay. Still
I
thinking?
think being Zendaya would be cool.
Okay. Spider-Man's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
on and off the
Yeah.
screen. I like it. If you were in a movie, if you were there to be a biopic about you, who would you want playing you? Cameron.
I'm really not sure. I actually never thought about that. I don't know.
I
No?
don't know.
You could just say Scarlett Johansson and
Yeah,
Zendaya. You know?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach?
Gerard Butler.
I could see the resemblance actually a little bit. I like it. All right. When we were all little, we wanted to grow up to do something. I actually wanted to grow up and be a meteorologist, but then once I got to high school, I figured that the math and everything was just too hard in physics, so I got into sports. What did you want to do as a little kid growing up, and do you still want to do that?
As a little kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. Both my parents are teachers,
Okay.
but now that I've gone through school, I do not want to be a teacher.
Well, I used to want to be a teacher too. I had a little setup at the house, but one odd one, and I don't know why. I used to want to be a trash lady because I thought it was fun to just hang off the back of the truck, but not anymore. That was
Okay.
like little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you turn out being a basketball coach like you wanted, coach, or what?
Well, it's funny because I always said I wanted to coach college basketball sometime. I haven't made it there, but I am still coaching basketball. So
There you go.
It is fun though.
Okay, girls, now that you are getting older, getting towards graduating here in a year or so, but what do you want to do in the college? What do you want to study? Do you know yet?
I want to be an ultrasound tech.
Okay. It's a lot better than a teacher.
Yes.
You don't
a
get
lot
yelled
better,
at by
yeah.
kids. You just have to search for the kid, I guess, on the ultrasound. So that works.
I want to be a pediatric occupational therapist.
You guys going to work together?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I mentioned it a little bit ago about how you guys like the dance party, but one song that gets you pumped up before a game, what would it be?
It's usually Drake.
That's a good answer. Do you know which song, or is it just any Drake? Because I think any Drake hits.
Yeah, I need Drake.
It's usually someone just takes the phone and you pick your song for the day, and then sometimes we have to watch because his little daughter's in the locker room.
True.
So
Okay, gotcha.
usually there's some little kid songs playing.
Baby Shark.
Sometimes.
Oh Lord.
I always have eyes watching them. So
What about you, Coach?
I normally just hear what they're listening to, but normally I'm a country guy, so I have a lot of country music
Okay,
that
that's
I
cool.
listen to.
I've seen Garth Brooks play twice in live and stuff like that, but do you have any specifics? Any song, as the kids would say, slaps?
No, they during practice I let them play music, so every once in a while they'll catch a glimpse of me getting dancing or something.
Uh-huh.
They're always like, "Look at Coach!" So just to try to liven up the mood a little bit, but nothing specific.
All right, well, let's liven up the mood a little bit more. Let's play our first game of the night. It is 10 spin, I explained this to you before we came on the air, but you have 10 numbers, and I just realized I already asked a question from 10 spin, which was number 9, but we'll skip over that. Great job by me. Anyway, I'll ask each one of you twice. You just say stop, whatever that number coordinates with the question. If it hasn't been asked yet, I'll ask you it. So who wants to go first? Audrey? Okay.
Okay.
Say stop whenever.
Stop.
Number 7, and that is, who is your favorite athlete of all time and why?
I don't know. My father.
Okay. Dad watching on. And also, with those questions, if you want to throw the challenge flag and make them actually answer a question that you don't think is a good answer, you can throw it. And you have as many challenges. You don't have to win the first one and get the second one.
All
So
right.
just I have a feeling we may be getting that a lot today, Audrey. I'm kidding. Cameron, go ahead.
Stop.
Number 2. Ah, yes. It's a
Oh,
favorite
no.
here. Sing the school alma mater, please, if you know it.
Not well enough to sing it.
Can you at least give me 2 lyrics
I
reciting
don't think
them?
so. I don't think I can.
What are you guys doing at Galion? You're not teaching the coach? I mean,
I don't know.
you want
if
to be a
they-
college basketball coach. You got to teach them the alma mater because after games they got to sing to the band.
I don't know if they know it.
No.
Do you know it, Coach? I mean, you went to the school and everything.
I just know, like, hail to the orange, hail to the white,
Sail to the blue.
or hail to the blue.
We got the boys basketball team looking on with Coach Sanders. Do you guys know the alma mater? Yes. Come on in. Come out here with me. Go around back.
Cooper, go that way.
Yeah, come around here. You can sing into my mic, and we'll get you on here. But Cooper, can you guys right here? Sing right into it. Lean down. if you can.
Here, you want to sing at the same time?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go.
Hail to the orange, hail to the blue.
do, 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 do.
Hail alma mater, ever so true. We love no other, so let our motto be victory, victory. Varsity, varsity.
Bravo. Wow, that's awesome.
That's pretty good.
Nailed out from there, but
Thanks for the assist, boys.
boys, you're gonna have to come to a girls' practice to teach them that. Then they get a big win this year. They got to sing it. Here we go. Coach, your turn for your first round of 10 spin. That was awesome. Go ahead. Stop whenever.
Stop.
Number 4. Which area school do you dislike the most?
Oh, wow.
Coming from a coach too. Bolton. Bolton board material. Here we go.
Well, this goes back from, of course, when I was in school and we were in the NOL and just dislike them a lot, and that's Shelby. In about all sports, we always, got pretty intense. So it's still one of those today that I just can't wait till we can turn the tides on them.
Whenever you get that big win against Shelby, that's gonna be like put the statue up in front of the school,
Yeah.
right, for that win. I like the answer, and I appreciate your honesty on that as well. Back to you, Audrey. Whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Number 8. Well, you said Drake, so sing a lyric from your favorite Drake song. And remember, we are on the air, and try and keep it PG, or PG-13 at least.
You got it. No.
Now, you can
do
bring
it
the
loud.
boys in if they know the song.
Steven. Yeah. Steven, come on.
And we have the flag thrown, so
I don't know.
You know a lot
one
of Drake.
sentence from your favorite Drake song.
You got it.
You like to call me on my cell phone.
Okay, yeah, he's trying. I give it to you. Well done. Help from the boys basketball team. They got the assist there, but I'll give it to you. All right, Cameron, your final 10 spin.
Stop.
At number 10, What is your favorite home cooked meal?
Probably spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
Mom
Actually,
or dad
any
makes
pasta.
the good spaghetti?
My mom does it usually.
Meatballs or meat sauce with it?
Meat sauce, no
Meat
meatballs.
sauce. Ooh.
I mean, I'll have them, but like prefer meat sauce.
Good garlic bread with it or regular bread? What do you prefer?
Good garlic
You
bread.
gotta have some good garlic. There you go.
Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, final one for you, Coach. You have the choice of 4. Hopefully it pops up.
Stop.
Number 4. We already know you hate Shelby, so we'll keep going.
Stop.
Number 3. One song that gets stuck in your head if you hear it. Not the alma mater. I know that, but
I guess Drake, if you call me on my cell phone, the girls are singing.
it's in your head now, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. All right, cool. And I'll just ask. I have to do this. Boys, pick one of the 2 girls. Just give me a name. Audrey or Cameron? Audrey. Do your best impression of angry Coach.
Oh. No. Table. That's usually what he does.
I usually get a good foot stomp in there
Yeah,
too.
Put some. Hey, you gotta have some passion when you're
Yeah.
coaching.
Actually, it's like a hand smack on the floor usually.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that too.
Well, I always say if the coach isn't mad at you when you make a mistake, that means they don't care. So remember that when he's yelling at you, that he actually cares about you and he wants you to get better. Okay? Truth. All right, Cameron, I'll give you an even harder one. What's your favorite subject in school?
Science.
Science.
Yeah.
Which just regular science or what?
Yeah.
Biology, anatomy.
I liked anatomy,
Yeah.
but I also like, I don't know if you consider it a subject, but I really like painting and art.
It's awesome.
So I take a lot of art classes.
Maybe a minor in college, art.
Yeah.
Maybe do communications and take my job, commentating basketball, if you want to talk. No. And the last one I'm just going to ask for all 3 of you. The one movie quote that you always repeat.
Cameron's about the Grinch. Cameron knows a lot of the Grinch.
Oh yeah. I don't know which one's my favorite though. I know a lot. Probably.
I always do. She's a Butte Clark. I'm a big Christmas Vacation fan, so, you know.
I usually say Max get my cloak a lot from the Grinch. I said that a lot just at practice.
Such a good movie. All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Even the, what was it, the Pixar one, or the Illumination one, I think is
Yeah.
really good.
Going along with the Grinch, I usually say, "That's it. I'm not going."
Hey, it works. Coach?
All to be Bach.
I go yippee-ki-yay, but I can't say the rest of it. All right, that was 10 Spin. Thank you all for participating and sucking it up and doing that. Back to some basketball questions. Start with you, Audrey. When did you first want to play basketball?
I've played basketball since I was really little, like YMCA basketball. So it's always been something I've been passionate about and like love doing.
That's great. If you have a chance in college, would you want to play?
No.
No. That's the same as me.
No.
I understand that. Cameron?
I started playing when I was little, probably YMCA too, when it was co-ed, and then just played all the way through. And I don't think I'll play in college, but I don't know. I just see how the next 2 years go.
Coach?
Way back.
Way back.
Yeah,
in the day,
I
right?
started at the YMCA as
Yeah.
well, so it was fun.
I can remember I got for Christmas one of the Fisher Price 4-foot hoops. I had that until I think high school, but I was just in the basement shooting my grandparents' house. That's how I got into it, and then I could not dribble for the life of me, so I couldn't play. So I became a commentator. And here I am asking you weird questions. Anyway, Cameron, next question for you. If you were offered $1 million to hit 7 shots in a row from one spot outside of the paint, where would it be?
Probably the elbow, or like just right in it. Right
It's
around
always
me.
a sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
Probably the same. Somewhere where I can use the backboard.
Hey, if it's there, use it,
Yeah.
right? It's not. I saw it in a game last night between Danville and Mount Gilead. I think there were about 9 or 10 banked-in shots, but that's why the glass is there, right? You
Yeah.
overthrow it. Where's your spot, Coach?
Probably about the elbow usually.
All right, now to some questions about the season. I know 2-8 right now. Going into the second half of the season, just what are you looking for from your squad after that? I know it's a tough start for you guys. Had some tough losses to some teams, including Shelby. I know that probably hurt you the worst. But just what are you looking for from your squad the rest of the way?
Just to be competitive. Just that we keep improving, and like I was telling them, like we know how it was the first half of this game coming up when we first played Clear Fork, but just to be competitive and just see that we're improving throughout the season. I know we're a young group, and it's just we just keep going over the fundamentals and practices and stuff, and just keep really hounding it into them. But just to be competitive this year. I know this year we haven't. I think maybe like once or twice we've had the 35 points or more, so the running clock. So last year we had it quite a bit. So we're doing a lot better, and we're really pulling in there and just trying to stick with teams and be competitive.
Cameron?
Like you said, we're very young, and I mean, there's a lot of freshmen coming in that are still getting used to it, and it's a lot different than middle school. So I think we just need to keep working at it, and I definitely think we'll get there. There's no doubt about it.
It just goes back to the fundamentals. We always say win the small battles before we can win the big battles. So we work hard on the things we struggle with, and it'll pay out in the end, and we can win a game in a big battle.
Yeah. And it's not always about the wins and losses, especially when you're trying to rebuild a team into something that can compete year in and year out. So what are some small expectations for you? What do you want to finish with and be happy with at the end of the season? If it's a stat or if it's just perfecting a move on the block or things like that, what would you be happy with perfecting by the end of the year?
I think I want to have more rebounds than I did last year.
Okay.
Less turnovers.
And Coach, for you, like, what are some goals yourself that you want to come out with?
Want to get that MOAC win this year.
Nice. Lastly, just what's your long-term expectations for by the time you maybe down the line you're moving on to another school or you're retiring after a long career with Galion? What do you want? What legacy do you want to leave on Galion?
Oh boy,
It's the last one before we get to our final game. So I'm letting you out without a hard question.
just turn the tides. I know Galion's been down for so long. Just turn the tides and make it a winning program, and just we've really started into the youth and getting them in leagues and playing. So just to keep building and letting them know that Galion can play basketball and put us on the map and do a winning program.
Audrey, what legacy do you want to leave on Galion by the time you're graduated?
Just change the culture, make it a winning program.
I just want people, like she said, a different culture, because my freshman year, it was not good at all, and I definitely think we're improving that, and that's what I think I want to have by the time I'm gone is just a good program.
Yeah, there's some people that I was a part of a program where we had 12 football players. They were about to shut down the football program itself. We said, no, we want to play because of the teams beyond us. And about 7 years later, undefeated, went to the state semifinals, won a conference championship. Sometimes you have to look further, than just when you're playing, because you could be helping people down the line. And I respect that for you guys for sticking in there and trying to change things around. But let's finish out on a fun note. Let's play our final game on the same page. It's the Gen X or whatever we're called right now. These younger players' version of the Newlywed Game. So I'm going to ask 5 questions. Girls, you have to match Coach's answer, and if you do, you get a point. So the first question: the teammate that will most likely score into the wrong hoop is? Anybody on the team, even yourself, if you think that. Hopefully not.
Actually,
Coach?
Jada.
so Hannah.
Izzy.
And Hannah. So Jada Menard, 1.5 points per game. You're thinking 2 of them is going to go the other way, huh? All right, nobody got a point there, so you're still tied at 0. Number 2, the teammate that would try out for American Idol. I know Audrey wouldn't be that one, would you?
No.
All right, Coach.
Miley.
Elliot.
I said me, because I'm the only one that ever sings in practice. Everyone just looks at me like I'm crazy.
But you're not, right?
Definitely not.
Okay. All right, question 3. The teammate that would give everyone food poisoning if they cooked for them.
Oh boy.
We ask the hard-hitting questions here at the OH Report. Coach's Corner. I guess it's the not so nice way of saying who's not a good cook on the team. All right.
Maddie.
Yes!
Man, Jada's getting hit hard here
I
tonight.
feel like she just wouldn't pay attention enough to know how to make it.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. Question number 4. We're still scoreless here. The teammate that's always late for the bus. Who are you looking for, Coach? Be like, is she on the bus, or do we have to wait for her?
There's multiple I can go with this, but I'm gonna go with.
The ringleader of the week.
Is he?
There's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Maddie's usually pulling in right at time.
All right, last question. Will somebody get on the board? Find out. The song that best describes this season.
I'm not gonna get this one.
Oh boy.
And no, you can't use she used to call me on my cell phone. That's been used enough today.
Yeah. And what was it? The song that
Song
would.
that best describes this season so far.
Oh wow.
Come on, Coach, really.
I don't even know.
And it can't be the alma mater either, since you don't know it.
What is it?
You can even put like a lyric out or something that we'd understand what it is, Coach.
All right.
Coach, turn it around.
Baby Shark.
Let it
Let
go.
it go. Oh, I like that.
I said unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Baby time.
I'll give you both a point for that, Coach. Come on, man. Now that's one of the songs that gets stuck in your head. That's gonna be stuck
Yeah.
in my head for the rest of the time. Galion Lady Tigers, Coach Early, Cameron, Audrey, thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight, and we will be rooting for you. I do hope you guys continue to turn things around at Galion and you guys become contenders here in the next couple of years. But thank you very much. If you want to stick around, please do, because we'll have the boys coming up next. But we will take a break. Actually, wait. I almost forgot the mailbox question. Brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. It just brought to me over in a pizza box. If you would live in any era in history, when would it be and why? Any era in history. You go back to like the 1800s, the birth of time, whenever it is. Or, yeah, future too. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Never thought of it, huh?
No.
Is there even like the 70s, like, go back to the disco or anything like that? I mean, you're like, I wonder what that'd be like.
Yeah, maybe. Disco.
Cameron, you got to.
Probably the 90s.
It was a fun time.
It was a fun
Yeah.
time.
Before cell phones too.
Yeah.
Like, you ran in and played your Sega Genesis, or people actually outside playing in the streets until mom came into the back porch and yelled for you, because it was safe too.
Or you just
Yeah.
had to be in by the
street lights coming on, right?
Yep.
Coach?
Probably the early 1900s. I'm just
Okay.
that old soul type of guy, so that's
When the first cars came about, things
Yeah.
like that, World War I, World War II.
yeah.
Okay, I like that. Now, thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank
on
you.
here. I do
Thank you.
appreciate it. We'll take a break. This is the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. When we come back, the Galion boys basketball team.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with a kick return touchdown.
back to the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. No one out pizzas the Hut like the Pizza Hut in Bucyrus and Galion. I'm Travis Berardi from the OH Report, back here at the world headquarters of WQEL, WBCO, Crawford County now, Marion County now, you name it, they got it here. Back with the boys basketball team from the Galion Tigers, head coach Tyler Sanders, Cooper Kent, Stephen Glue. Coach, how we doing tonight?
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
Boys, you have a good practice today?
I'm a little beat.
You a little beat?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's see that. We might get beat a little bit more because it's time for bean booze. I'm not forgetting it this time. So, everybody, hold up your beans.
Yeah.
Am I lucky enough to go for two? Probably not. On the count of three. Yeah, get your waters ready too. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sweet. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know. Now it's starting to taste bad. Okay.
Baked blueberry pie.
Yeah.
Mine was red.
A little fruity. Yeah.
So? Huh? Okay. Well, it's only me that's choking right now. That's not bad. Let's get right into things. Coach, like I always do.
Yep.
When did you start playing basketball? Did you play in high school, college, things like that? And where did you start coaching, and how did you get to Galion?
Yeah, I didn't really play basketball until junior high, and I had played soccer all my life, and went to Mansfield Christian, so you have to play soccer there.
Yep.
You're not allowed in school, and so I played soccer, got to my freshman year, and decided to switch over to play golf in the fall, and then just played basketball. So yeah, that's where I played in high school, and graduated from there. And a couple years later, Coach Kurtz asked me to help out on his coaching staff, and so I was with him for 5 or 6 years, and then I guess I went now 4 or 5 years, and then 5 years at Crestline, and first year at Galion. So.
And he's an avid slow pitch softball player as well. Had a couple of bats against you back in the day.
I've retired from all sports, but yes, back in the day we had a lot of fun playing church softball.
After rolling my ankle against your team, I haven't played since. I think I retired as well. Cooper Kent, you said practice your beat from it. What did you guys do today? Why are you so tired?
Well, Coach had this really fun idea that we were going to get the towels out, put them on the ground, and bear crawl down the hallway. And I don't know.
Works
It
the
just
calves, man.
Wasn't really that fun.
Sometimes you have to go through that, fight through the pain to get to the glory, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the schedule you guys have. Steven, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
It's a good practice. It was physical, a lot of rebounding,
Yeah?
a lot of toughness drills, but it was good.
Are those the practices you like? You like the more physical practices, or you like the shooting practices? What do you like most?
I like when we get after it. I like a lot of rebounding drills. I know that's kind of my biggest role on the team, so I know it makes me better.
Cooper?
More of a fundamentals guy. Like when we work on shooting more, but I understand that we have to work on other things as well.
You just want to chuck it, right?
Yeah.
Coach, what's the best practice that you like to give to your boys?
Yeah, I mean, we try to lift 3 days a week, so I love practicing after we've lifted, as Cooper stated. And, I like physical and competent. We really try to take every practice and make it competitive and find different ways. We've been doing a drill the last couple of days where the varsity, it's 3 at a time, but varsity has to hold off the JV for 3 minutes without giving up offensive rebounds. And so I think that's been a good drill for us. And then just we do a 5-minute drill where they're not allowed to give up a bucket for 5 minutes. So it was getting pretty feisty the last couple of days. Some
Couple
couple jerseys got ripped, couple bloody body parts, couple people getting ready to get after it. And
Contact.
I think it's good for us though.
Yeah.
Toughness has kind of been a little bit of an issue, and I think that a lot of teams have really targeted our physicality or our lack of physicality. And so I think that those drills have been very beneficial for us.
Do you like it where you see, guys going at it, but then they can keep it on the court when they get off the court? They're back to being teammates and buddies, but you like
Absolutely.
seeing them go at it?
Yeah, I mean, I think our guys do a pretty good job of drawing the line of what's basketball, and then we're still buddies, and you need a little bit of fire and a little bit of you need competition. I tell the boys all the time, I believe it's Urban that said, competition breeds excellence and stuff. So you want kids pushing each other all the time, and if you don't have that, it's really hard to grow.
Cooper, who's the most physical out there? Who's the one that can get riled up on the court?
Brant Walker.
Yeah.
He can be furious. Yes, furious. You can see it in his eyes and his hair.
Is that intimidating? You just still go right at him.
Well, he's pretty big too. Coach calls him steroids.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you might
OHSA,
wanna-
he
you
does
might
not
wanna cut
actually
that part
take
out.
steroids.
Doesn't
That's a
actually.
joke. It's a joke.
Yeah,
He
you might
does
wanna
not.
cut that part out.
Just to let you know. What about you, Steven? Who do you think? Who's the most? Who gets at it?
I would say most days Carson Frankhouse gets after it. Takes his linebacker skills and brings him to the court. Pretty physical guy.
Now, you guys mentioned two guys that aren't getting a ton of playing time on the stat number, but how important is it to have those guys, those bench guys, those role players that come in during practice and really give you a good practice?
Yeah, I mean, Brant's going to be a massive piece of the puzzle next year, and no pun intended because he is jacked. But no, he's really he made from this is my first year, but the coaches all said that he really made the weight room a big part of his off season, and you can tell. And it's been big for our JV to have somebody in there that can kind of do that dirty work, and we're going to need him to do that dirty work next year. And then Frank House was a kid that I really asked to play basketball this summer. He was one that hadn't played in the past, and I just knew that he could play defense and he could box out and be physical, and that's something that we really needed. And so he doesn't necessarily get even the minutes that he deserves, but he brings it every time he's on the floor, whether that be practice or games. So he's somebody that I'm really, really thankful came out this year and has really led by example.
New rule in the foul shooting, 5 fouls. What are your thoughts on this? I don't think I like it because it takes the end of game situation completely out from the last few years. But I just want to know your thoughts on it, and for the people that don't know and still need explanation. 5 fouls in a quarter. Once you hit 5 fouls, the other team is shooting 2 shots. There's no more 1-and-1. There's no more 7.5, 10.5. It's just 5 fouls, 2 shots. What's your thoughts on that, Coach? I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
No. I mean, I think that the OHSA and the NFHS, like when they came up with this ruling, their reasons for it didn't make a lot of sense in my mind. I think they said eliminating injuries and stuff like that, and I don't really see how that really comes into play. Now, I've noticed that it has benefited us to this point because we have good free throw shooting. Also, though, when you look at our games, we've really had games either that we haven't played well and it hasn't been that close, or we have won handedly. And so we haven't really gotten to that tight game where you're late in the game to figure out, okay, is 2 free throws going to keep us out of it, or is it going to let us back in? I mean, obviously the 1-and-1, one missed free throw and you can potentially get the ball back.
Yeah.
It can bring a lot of teams back, especially teams that maybe wouldn't typically maybe pull off an upset or something like that, So I'm not a massive fan of it, but I haven't really had it happen yet. And it hasn't really played a huge role in a game yet where I can really be like, oh man, I really noticed it there, But I would say so far we've probably been on the we've benefited more from it than it's hurt us. But I like the 1-and-1.
Cooper, what are your thoughts?
No me gusta.
Yeah, okay. Steve?
I like the 1-on-1 just because it let the game kind of decide for itself.
He'll let you
What
back in the
happened.
game, too, if
Yeah.
you're down 5 with 30
Yep.
seconds left.
It is what it is, and just keep playing.
Good answers. I like that. Political. Kind of like political answers, keeping it safe on that side. You guys played Lexington, number 3 team in Division II. You played them tough. Only a 10-point loss. What did you learn from that game, going toe-to-toe with number 3?
Yeah, it was kind of a fun game. Like I told the boys, like you end up losing, but the kind of fun part about it is you see how frustrated the other team is, how frustrated their fans are, and you know that you're doing something right. And our boys for the last couple of years have played a really fast pace, and we've still preached for the most part this year, let's play at a fast pace. So to get all my boys on one day from that River Valley game after a tough loss in which we did not play well, to all come in with the mindset that we're going to hold the ball, I didn't know if we could do it. And I was really proud of our kids. I told them, I said, if one of us doesn't buy in, it's not going to work. We all got to be bought in here. And to their credit, they all bought in. They did a really good job. A 6-point game with 3.5, 4 minutes left, and we missed a good look for making a 1-possession game. And, I thought we executed really well. And we played well. We played tough. Lexington is the best team in this area. I've said that from the very beginning of the season. and it shows every night that they go out. So to see our boys compete at a very high level gives, I should give them a lot of hope and promise. It gives me a lot of hope and promise where we're heading.
Guys, Steven, what's your thoughts on that game?
It was a fun game. It was kind of fun to talk back and forth with their players, just because they were frustrated and we were trying to win, and we had to do whatever we had to do to try to win. But it was fun.
I see you got a grin on your face, Cooper. Wait, what? Explain, sir.
Well, I think we were in complete control of that game for about 30 of the 32 minutes. We had a little stretch in the third quarter where they went on a little run, and that was kind of the game in a sense of scoring. But kind of to go off of what Steven said, their players were not happy with how we were playing. They were getting a little mouthy and stuff. But I think that kind of just goes to show we're closer than we think we are sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know our records in the past, or even maybe this year, don't really show it. But, I mean, if we play our hardest and we play how we should, we can really compete with anyone. And, I mean, Lexington's the third-ranked team, so it kind of proves it right there.
And, Coach, the new Max Preps rankings come out. Don't get me started on those rankings, anything like that. But 4 losses, 3 of them are to the top 4 teams in the district. In Division II, and then River Valley,
If
who's
River Valley
in the
was in our
Central
district,
District
it would
too.
be in the top 4. So
Yeah. So, but other than that, you guys 5-4 right now. You're 4-2. You still have a shot at the MOAC title midway through the season, and you have a stacked non-conference. Just is that something that was planned out, knowing the boys that you have coming back to get you ready for a district run?
Yeah. I mean, as a coach at the beginning of the season, you kind of look at your schedule and you say, okay, these are the games that I want to win. You try to be realistic in your mind. Of course, every game you're telling your kids, we're going to win, but you kind of get an idea in your mind of what you're shooting for. And, going into the new year, I wanted to be above 500, looking at our schedule, because I knew that we were running into this gauntlet of Lexington, River Valley, Harding, Shelby in a week. And so I really wanted to be above 500, and we ended up being a couple games above 500, and it was maybe a game further along than I thought we would be. Mm-hmm. So I was proud of it from that standpoint. But yeah, I mean, River Valley, I was so impressed by them and just the way they guard on the perimeter. Yeah. And then obviously Shelby and Lexington, it won't be long until Shelby cracks the top 10. So for you to say that our 4 losses is River Valley, Bellevue, who's a 2-loss or 1-loss team right now.
Number 2 in the district.
Yeah, number 2. I mean, it's just
like
our losses are to very tough, physical, talented basketball teams. And we've won the games that I felt like we should win, or, at least it was maybe a little bit up in the air. We've taken care of business. And, so, I mean, I like where we're at, where we're heading. I think we're going to know a lot about our team here in the next week or so as we start heading into that second round. We've already seen teams once and stuff. And, I think that some of those blowout losses we had early, Shelby and Bellevue and stuff, I think that we'll compete better here the second time around than we did the first time. So. And
you mentioned being a couple games over 500 at the new year. How important is it to get some of these wins that you're supposed to, because you want to avoid being bottom 4 in that district? You can get some more couple big wins out of there. You stay in that middle. You avoid a couple of those teams in the bracket and get yourself. So that I had to play into how happy you were at the end of the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I told the kids this, and not to make this a longer answer than it needs to be, when I saw this job open, I was really impressed by the senior class, and the class was coming back. And we went to team camp this summer, and we had our little meeting at night, and I just asked them what their goals were and stuff. And, they wanted to be above 500, and they wanted to finish better than they had in the conference before. And I'm motivated by that because, as a coach, I want to see those kids achieve what I think that they deserve and what they're capable of and stuff. So, we're just really preaching to the kids that I think, that they're better than maybe they've been in the past, or the way they've played in the past, and trying to show them the potential and what they have and trying to help them get there and stuff. So, yeah, it's taking care of those games that you should take care and setting yourself up for, tournament, but then also, showing them, fellas, you guys can compete with whoever you compete when we're all working together and as one. So I think that they're starting to figure that out, and they're starting to discover that. And like I said, they're heading into the second round of the season here. I'll be interested to see, how we change it from the first. So,
Boys, how are you? What are your thoughts on this first half of the season? Are you happy with where you're at? I know you'd want to be. Everybody wants to be undefeated, but the way you played against tough teams, things like that. How do you feel you guys are at this moment? Steven, I'll let you start.
I feel pretty good. I would have liked to have gotten River Valley, allowed the score to be a little bit closer at least. But I think we went out, we played hard. I think we can get them next time. But I mean, I feel pretty good sitting above 500, 5-4.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 statistics.
Okay.
On why there's
I like
promise.
stats.
On why there's
Stats, man.
promise for
I
this
like
team.
stats.
We were 4-1 to start the conference this year, I think. That's the best start in over 20 years, at least, for our school's program. So
Okay.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We beat Ontario for the first time in over a decade. So, I mean, there's promise. There's promise for this team. There's promise for the rest of the season. We need to continue to win the games that we should win, the teams that we have beaten so far. We just need to continue to do that. I mean, if we do that, we're going to finish where we want to, and we're going to be the team that we think we could have been all this time.
And it's kind of like the girls' team, but you guys are probably a couple years ahead of them where you can say, hey, we beat Ontario for the first time. These are good accolades that you can build on. And it's great that you have a chance of doing it twice. You have a chance at getting back at River Valley maybe the second time or getting one of those other teams you lost. So it's a good spot to be in for a team like you guys that's trying to make a mark. Hey, you never know what could happen if you get hot at the right time. Let's move on to our first game for you guys called Boomers versus Zoomers. So I have 10 questions from a year, and this year is 2018. We're trying to make it a little bit easier to when you guys are actually alive compared to when Coach graduated from Mansfield Christian, which you're probably little tykes back then. But 10 questions. You gotta get better than 8.5. 8.5 is what the Northmore boys basketball team, a team you guys are gonna play at home here coming up. A game that'll be on WQEL live with the crew. So tune in towards the end of the season. I don't know the date exactly. Do you know the date?
Coop.
You guys were asking about
I think
Northmore
it's our last game of the season, so
Second-
it's got to
second
be
last.
February 23rd, maybe,
I think around there.
It's
Yeah.
right there. It's the second to last game. Yeah.
or second to last game.
I know you guys were asking about the Danville score, Northmore playing tonight, but those are the guys you have to try and match
Family
or
ties.
family ties. AJ Bauer, right there, QB1. But if you won 8.5, it ties you with Northmore 9, correct? Out of 10 gets you the lead. Let's get into it. First question. In 2018, what movie starred Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga about 2 singers that fall in love?
Oh, is it A Star Is Born?
You are
Stars
correct.
Born.
You're correct, sir.
I was almost started singing. Nope.
Do you want to
Nope,
for a half
nope,
point?
nope.
No.
Tell me something more.
All right, number 2. The number 1 song this year featured that artist some call Drizzy with a video of him handing out money to strangers. It's on the girls' playlist.
Drake.
It's Drake.
Drake.
Great.
It's God's plan.
It is God's plan. That's a great video. So positive. Just handing out money to random strangers. I wish he was in the Mansfield area for that movie.
Boomer in this for sure. Or no, what would it? Is the Boomer the oldest? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I couldn't name you one Drake song. Now, just God's plan.
Now you know one.
I know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
All right, question number 3. What is the name of the meme featuring a man, a woman, and a woman in a red dress?
I know what you're talking about. But what's the name of it?
Yeah. It's the guy.
Yeah, he's turning around and she's like,
Here, draw it for us.
no.
It's got a name. I actually didn't know this until Adam gave me the answer
I know
to
which
it.
one you're talking about, but
What is the guy? What is he? He is. No?
From a distance.
Distracted Boyfriend was the name of the thing.
Oh.
I didn't even know.
Oh.
Thank you, Adam. That's a tough one.
Well, there was actually a backstory to it. He wasn't looking at that.
No, he just looked past her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he told the girlfriend
Oh,
after getting probably slapped
Yeah.
or something. We didn't see the ending of it. All right. This team's dynasty. I almost said destiny. This team's dynasty ended with a sweep of Cleveland in the NBA Finals in 2018. It was the last championship that they
Golden
won.
State Warriors.
You just used your challenge because Coach said it out first, but that is correct.
Sad.
So sad. That was it was tough. That was the last year. Yeah, LeBron was.
Chef Curry.
Okay, number 5. You guys are 3 for 4, still in it. What movie broke box office records featuring a dark dressed superhero in a fictitious land?
Oh,
The Black Panther.
There you go.
Ah.
Wakanda forever.
yeah. That's,
All right, number 6. What color was the Tesla that was launched into space? Did you know Tesla was launched into space in 2018? What color was it?
I know that
Pretty
a
sure it was
dog
red.
landed on
You
the
were
moon
right.
at one
Yeah,
time.
it was red.
Yeah.
Steven is just absolutely carrying us right now.
Hey, that's
I got the
usually
first
what
one
happens
listed
when we
in
get a
there.
winner. Number 7. What TV show ended after 12 seasons, which title features a family member? The title has a family member in the name. It was on CBS. Legend, wait for it, Dairy. That's a quote in it. Anybody? There's probably somebody watching on Facebook.
It's not.
screaming
It's
into
not
the-
like a. What do you call it? I was thinking like Big Brother, but that's been on way longer than
No,
that.
no, I
Yeah.
you got the no.
Well, I know it's not the middle,
Uh,
but that also ended. in
So
2018.
CBS in 2018.
Yes, was the last season. It had
And there was
12
a family member in the name of it.
Yes, there was a family member.
I don't watch
Hey.
CBS, so I don't know. Unless it's college basketball.
CBS basketball. Love that theme song.
Oh, college basketball scoreboard.
That's right. Yeah. Now, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
never
the
watched
show.
it,
I never
but
watched it.
That's-
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I missed it though.
Who in 2018 was the youngest NFL Rookie of the Year, setting a record for passing yards and touchdowns? He is in the playoffs. Heisman Trophy winner.
Is that Baker's first year?
Was it Lamar Jackson?
No, I think it was Baker.
You want to say that louder?
Yeah, it's
Lamar Jackson?
There you
gotta be
go.
Lamar.
Okay.
All right. Man, it's
Yeah,
not-
get wrecked.
I
Get
feel
wrecked,
like he's
coach.
older than that.
Yeah.
Potatoes too. Got to hurry things up a little bit. What cryptocurrency launched involving a dog? Is literally the logo on it.
I have no idea. Cash is king. I have no idea.
Involving a dog.
No idea. Pass.
Is it supposed to be like a metaphor, like
not-
Bitcoin,
it's not
like dog
Something like that, but
Oh.
it's
Wait, dog. Oh, Dogecoin.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Man.
All right, last question. Ariana Grande started dating this SNL character, the cast member, not
Oh.
character, in 2018. She actually got engaged to him, and then they got.
Pete Davidson.
There you go.
Dude's
Dude,
been reading the tabloids at Kroger or something.
This guy reads the news every morning.
I do.
All right, you're at 8, but I'll give you a half point because you did the alma mater, so you
Ooh.
tied Northmore with 8.5
yeah.
points. I'll give you 2 quick questions, and you guys want to play 10 spin real quick after that? I know you guys wanted to get into that. So 2 more quick questions, and it's about practice. We're talking about practice, boys.
Oh boy.
Practice. What's your favorite drill in practice?
Go ahead, Cooper.
Well, my favorite drill in practice is when we. It's the one thing we did today. It's when we work on our guard skills. We separate from
Oh, guard,
post and guards,
post and
and
perimeter.
guards work on their perimeter moves to get to the basket. We shoot mid-range shots and threes, and then the posts work on post moves. And
I was going to
stuff.
say it has to do something with 3-pointers because you're top 10 in the conference in threes, right?
Oh, that's embarrassing. Wait, only top 10?
Oh, jeez, here
I
we
just
go.
got the stats today, and I can pull it up right here. Let's see.
I've been
Cooper
hot
Kent.
and cold, so
Cooper Kent, you're shooting
39%.
39.1 to be exact.
Oh, okay. Well, that's yeah.
You got to get that .1 in there. But
Now I made like 26.
3 points, minimum 10 attempts. You are number 8. Elijah is number 6 with 40.4. Do you want to guess who's number 1?
I don't know. It's probably someone on Shelby because they get wide open shots.
He hit
all the
12
time,
against
so.
Ashland.
It's probably Alex.
Yeah, it's
Alex
Bruscotter.
Bruscotter.
Yeah, it's Bruscotter.
So.
Anyway,
How do you pronounce his last name?
Bruscotter. I'm guessing Shelby's the team for you guys too.
Maybe a little
What's
bit.
your least favorite drill?
Probably anything that's defense.
Bear crawls with a towel.
Yeah.
That's not really a
That was
drill.
weightlifting.
That's
Yeah,
more like
that's
coach
not
is angry before he
Calisthenics.
gets to practice.
It's conditioning.
Wasn't
Conditioning.
angry.
What does he say, like, baseline or whatever, and you just go,
What's
oh.
one of the heart runs? that
It's
you
got to
guys-
be figure
Eastern?
eights or hard drill. It's
No.
defensive
Yeah.
slides and shuffles, and it makes me want to KMS. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, you should probably
Yeah,
also.
probably.
Calves burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Coach Hart's drill. It's basically a suicide of defensive shuffles.
Now we're probably gonna have to do that like 20 times.
Yeah, you
Because I
just
said that, so.
literally just dug yourselves a hole for that.
Probably.
When you played, what was your least favorite drill, Coach?
I mean, it's probably the same as these guys. Anything but defense. I don't know. I don't really remember. I really don't remember.
It was that bad.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah.
Challenge that.
Wow.
sir.
I really
Challenge
honestly
that.
don't remember like drills from high school. I mean,
Yeah.
I can honestly say not one drill that we do now I ever did in high school. So it's just different. But
I will ask. You said you were a golfer. What's your handicap?
prime golfer. I was probably about at 2 at one time, but now I was a 2 when I was at my best. I'm probably about an 8 to 9 now.
I was in a golf. I was like a 12.
Yeah,
Got up to a 10, but
yeah.
I can't hit a drive straight, man. It's
Yeah.
always slices.
I worked at a driving range for 8 years, so I hit a
that
lot of
would
golf
be good.
balls.
All right, we're gonna finish off. I know you guys wanted to play it, so we will play 10 spin. All three of you will get 2 chances at it. If you want to sing the alma mater again, that's number 2. You can, no, we
No,
can
we-
skip.
we
You
did that.
you did enough. You got that half point for it. All right, Cooper, you start off. Say stop whenever.
Stop.
Number 3, the one song that gets stuck in your head if you hear it.
Give me the Galion GHS band, pet band during the game. Give me Eye of the Tiger. Gets me pumped up.
Okay, it's stuck in your head the whole time. You're done.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Good one.
All
That's
right.
a good one.
Coach. Look at you. We'll switch things up whenever you're ready.
Now.
Number 7.
Try to
Easy
stop
one.
on
Your
3.
your favorite athlete of all time, and why? Is it the jersey that's sitting right behind you?
No.
Brian Scalabrine.
LeBron's better than Jordan. Anyways,
Cooper Ken has just lost it.
Yo,
I would.
There's no way you just said that.
LeBron's better than Jordan. Anyways,
Oh my
I would
gosh.
probably say. I mean, I love Tiger Woods, like prime Tiger Woods.
How about him dropping Nike?
Yeah, that was wild to me. But my favorite Buckeye in any sport, throwback, not a big name, Ron Lewis.
Okay.
Hit the big 3 against wasn't that Butler, and barely made it out of the second round, and yeah, it
And
was
it's one of
just.
the- was that the Final Four year? The
Yeah,
title
that
year?
was Final Four year. Yeah, or we lost in the national championship to
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So, Ron
Okay.
Lewis, or no, sorry, not Butler, Xavier.
Xavier.
But yeah,
Name drop though. Big name drop.
yeah, Ron Lewis was a stud.
All right, Steven.
Stop.
Number 8. Sing a lyric from your favorite
Oh,
song.
man. My favorite song. I don't know if I have a favorite song right now.
Whatever. On Coach Hart's playlist.
No.
Favorite song. I don't really have one right now. I don't know.
You need some help.
What was the last song that you just out loud sang?
Out loud sang.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
We'll come back to you. I'll ask you.
Do you want classical music or do you want pop?
Anything.
Pop
Watch
music?
him sing classical. Will be like a 90s song.
Okay. No. Like classical,
Okay.
classical. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Alright. You want like the?
You can get your mic. You have one. You go ahead.
All right. So this one's from Katy Perry. I forget-
Classical, huh?
Oh no! Oh, you do want classic? Well, I'm gonna need like instruments if we're doing classical, like from the.
Wait, are you singing? What are you doing?
You know what I'm talking about?
What's the song? Just give me the song.
Well, I can't really do that one. Here, let's just do. Let's
Do
just
Katy
do a
Perry.
pop
Do
song,
Katy Perry.
okay?
Do Katy Perry.
Summer after high school, when we first met. There you go. There's that one.
You got matching tattoos?
In another life, I would be your girl. We kept all your promises, the us against the world.
Audrey Glue is back here losing her mind. Okay. Okay, Cooper, you earn your second turn right now, so whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay.
You say stop when you're ready, yeah.
Stop.
Number one movie quote that you always repeat.
No way. Okay, so this one's from The Help,
Okay.
the movie. You is smart, you is kind, you is important.
It's inspirational, man. I'm inspired by that. Thank you. Thank you. Coach, say stop whenever.
Oh, okay.
You're up again. Your final turn.
He was
Stop. Number two. Well, you sing the school alma mater.
No. Okay, number one.
Here, we'll
What
write
was
it.
Number one, we already
We'll
did
write
number
it
one.
down.
We'll move it. We'll move it. Well, we'll move it to question 4. Which area of school do you dislike the most?
Answer wisely. They're probably listening.
Well, I know Scott Sellers at Clear Fork's watching because he messaged me about it. So, hey, Scott, how you doing?
As a player, it was St. Pete's.
Okay, Jacobit years, right?
Joe
Jacobit coaching, I mean.
as a player, I was before that. So that
Joe was coaching though, right?
No,
He
it
wasn't?
was-
Oh.
no. Coach was Roy Shoulders and Coach Collins for 1 year.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hall of Famer, Coach.
Hall of Fame. Coach Collins was there for.
I
He
didn't
was
know he
there
was at
half
St.
a
Pete's.
season. Yeah, he was there half a season.
Where hasn't he coached? Yeah,
So, and then I mean,
as a coach at Galion.
yeah,
Who's?
and then as a coach at Galion, I mean,
I heard you cough it earlier.
they're incredibly talented, but definitely the Shelby.
Kind of wanted to be the man. That you got to beat the man.
Yeah, I mean, and that's true. They got a great program, and you hope that you beat them. Yeah, Shelby.
Respectfully.
For sure.
Hate. Respectfully. hate, right?
Respectful. Yes.
All right, Steven. Stop whenever.
Stop.
No. We already did that. So.
I feel like I just keep going the same 3 numbers.
That's on 3, so I'm going to move it myself to question number 6. You got to do your best angry impression of Coach.
Oh no.
No.
PG.
Yes, remember, there's probably kids watching. So just
say the word and I'll help you.
No. Angriest time.
Can I say this is probably the least angry I've ever gotten in a season
Cap.
with this group. This group's been pretty good, but
Okay. I've seen you angry on the softball field, so I don't know about
Probably the end of the Highland game, right before overtime.
Please, I'm begging you, get a rebound. I'm pleading. Rebound.
that is so accurate.
They
Wow.
did win 69-58 in overtime, so they
his
did
voice
pull
was
it off.
A little more high pitched than that.
Did they get you? Get
No,
enough
we
rebound?
still had no.
I had 9 rebounds that game.
You
so.
did outscore them by 9 in overtime, so at least that worked. It was
Chafin
inspiring.
outscored him by 9 in overtime. Yes.
All right, this last question is just for all of you guys, and then we're gonna get out of here. Which actor would you want portraying you in a movie?
Mel Gibson.
Really?
Love Mel Gibson. Favorite actor of all time.
Your turn.
Sorry, I had to just because I love Mel
It's his
Gibson.
turn.
Well, I love Mel Gibson.
Hey, it's
I
fine.
had to speak up.
Okay. Braveheart.
Oh, The Patriot.
The Patriot. Oh, the Patriot's
Yeah.
good too. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Or-
I would say Sam Elliott.
Ah, nice.
Who's Sam Elliott?
Was it 18? Whatever that Yellowstone spinoff is with him in it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
hmm Also, do you know? I said I was going to come back to you for the last question. Do you know it yet?
Probably something about Morgan Wallen.
Okay. Respect that. It's good enough. Cooper?
Is this camera zoom in on me? Or is it just
No.
Is it real close?
It's if you look over
It's
your
as
left
close
shoulder,
as
that's
we
your
want
view.
it to be.
All right.
Just on you. It's one shot.
Adam Sandler.
You know, I think his best acting performance was the movie where he was the scout.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Hustle?
Yeah, Hustle.
Hustle?
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Very good movie.
I mean, I'm Happy
That was his
Gilmore,
best
Billy
serious
Madison,
movie,
but
for
no,
sure.
that was,
Billy Maps.
but it, you know.
I think they could combine all the Family Guy characters. That'd be
Yes.
Pretty much one guy does do them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
good.
another one. If I go miniature golf and you're gonna die, clown. You know, Happy Gilmore, but yeah,
Calling a 3.
no clowns are actually going to die. I hope they don't die. You know what I mean? Or nobody's on steroids either.
I really hope Brant Walker doesn't get a drug test because of me.
Again, OHSA and Galion City Schools, we are kidding around. Anyway, that is how we're going to end
My
things
bad.
tonight. That was a fun night. I
It was.
appreciate Galion
Thanks
girls
for having
basketball
us.
team, the boys basketball team. Both have some big games coming up. I do appreciate you boys stopping in. Coach Tyler Sanders, Cooper Kent, Stephen Glue. Also, the girls basketball team, Carson Early, Cameron Eckert, and Audrey Glue, the two glues that keep this school together. Had to say it again. I'm sorry. You probably get that a lot. But anyway, this has been... Wait. I keep forgetting about the Pizza Hut question. Here's a good one. This is for you, Cooper,
Oh, is it?
because you've been so good at these answers. Like, if you could be reincarnated as any athlete in any sports in any time in modern sports, who would it be and why? Now we're zoomed in on you too. Any athlete in any era, so you be playing.
I
in
want
that
you
era.
to look at me very closely and listen to every word that I say. Nate Ranking.
Oh. Galion legend.
Galion legend. Was he on the 6-0 state championship football team? I don't know.
He coaches for the Cavs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you want to be coach? Okay, I can show you now. Well, there we go. Now that does it for this night. This
you
day's
know.
episode of the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. Nobody out Pizza's Hut, the Hut, like Pizza Hut in Bucyrus and Galion. Want to thank Galion boys and girls basketball. I had fun with you guys tonight. It was great having you, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
But that'll do it. We will see you next week for another fun-filled edition of the Coach's Corner. I'll see you then.